amongst suits. No cap is terror craft, levitating the youths. It's Jonny Arkade, get your future arrayed. With the cards in his hand, all your fears get slayed. Shadow dance on the walls where the demons get swayed. Tune in, lock eyes with the magic display. Third eye sharp, he catch the vibe, no delay. Mystic readings cooked from the Milky Way. Secrets of the soul in the cards they lay. Jonny Arkade, pave a brighter day. Open up the stream, let the wisdom flow. Every flip a trip, make your spirit grow. Truth in the arcana, pure in the glow. Jonny Arkade, always in the know. It's Jonny Arkade, get your future arrayed. With the cards in his hand, all your fears get slayed. Shadow dance on the walls where the demons get swayed. Tune in, lock eyes with the magic display. Moonlight whispers, terror shine on the plight. Shadow work, make the dark turn to light. Johnny's intuition strike, hit like a smite. Cosmic baller, psychic caller, deep insight. Yeah, it's Jonny Arkade. Moonlight whispers, terror shine on the plight. Shadow work, make the dark turn to light. Johnny's intuition strike, hit like a smite. Cosmic baller, psychic caller, deep insight. Deep insight. Deep insight. Deep insight. Deep insight. Jonny Arkade, get your future arrayed. With the cards in his hand, all your fears get slayed. Shadow dance on the walls where the demons get splayed. Tune in, lock eyes with the magic display. Jonny Arkade, Jonny Arkade, Jonny Arkade. Yeah, Jonny Arkade. Jonny Arkade, Jonny Arkade, Jonny Arkade, Jonny Arkade, Jonny Arkade. Jonny Arkade, Jonny Arkade, Jonny Arkade, yeah, Jonny Arkade. Whispers, terror shine on the plate. Shadow work, make the dark turn to light. Johnny's intuition strike, hit like a smite. Cosmic baller, psychic color, deep insight. Sight. Deep insight. Deep insight.
At Jonny Arkade, he sees through the veil. Shadow work tales like reading braille. Flip the cards, destiny trails. Accurate hits, no room for fail. Crystal ball vision, deep incision. Darkest corners, precise precision. Tarot in his hand, each decision. Walk the shadows, no derision. Shuffle the deck, intuitions rise. Arcane whispers, truth never lies. Jonny Arkade, mystical ties. Underneath your skin, inner allies. Queen and king, journey begins. Wands and swords, revealing sins. Pentacles fall, destiny spins. Cups overflowing, breaking within. Shadow realm, find your true self. Jonny guides like nobody else. Tarot spreads, stories on the shelf. Inner demons, cards get dealt. High priestess knows.
Testing. Is this thing on? It looks like it's on. Welcome to Jonny Arkade. I hope everyone is having a wonderful evening, beginning to their weekend so far. Got another pick a deck reading for you guys. Not your traditional Auntie's pick a deck. All right. I'd watch out for your auntie with those pick a decks. I'm just kidding. I like your auntie. Yeah, let's get started, shall we? Evidence that what you are doing is working. Evidence that what you are doing is working. You can't argue with success. I mean, am I right? The answer to that question is yes. That's good. Cups overflowing, sipping my coffee. Evidence that what you're doing is working. So do that again. That's the end of the reading. Bye, guys. No. You ain't gonna get off that easy. Not on my watch. How's everyone doing? Goldilocks, welcome. Been a minute. Good to see you too. Yeah, I hope everyone is doing good. I'm not anxious to get started. I'm looking forward to doing this reading. Because, shouldn't be any surprising news. Maybe to some karmics or something, because they underestimated you severely. Which, if they don't know that by now, then they might never, ever, ever know that. Ooh, you know what I'm talking about. That is really good. Evidence that what you are doing is working.
Jonny Arkade. Jonny Arkade. Jonny Arkade. Jonny Arkade. Jonny Arkade. Yeah. Jonny Arkade. See the cards and he shuffled them truth. Shadow work, he pulled the strings, got them cosmic roots. Riding through the dark like a prophet among suits. No cap is terror craft, levitating the youths. It's Jonny Arkade, get your future arrayed. With the cards in his hand, all your fears get slain. Shadow dance on the walls where the demons get swayed. Tune in, lock eyes with the magic display.
11 o'clock on the Zelda Game & Watch. He's over there he's looking for the burning bush, y'all. Did Link Moses? That's how you get into level 7 or whatever. But no, he already beat level 7. He's going to kick Ganon butt right now. He got the whole Triforce. Look at that. This is the community chest deck. Sorry, I get easily distracted when someone's playing Legend of Zelda. Hold on. That crease is going to bother me if I don't fix it now. Okay. This is the community chest deck. I keep this shuffled and off to the side, and as we receive synchronicities throughout the live stream, we'll pull from this deck. Contributes to whole secondary background reading that takes place simultaneously. It usually corresponds rather well with what we got going on here in real time. Someone can understand how you do what you did. You did good. And then we reviewed at the end. It's a whole fun thing we do here at Jonny Arkade. You should stick around and check it out. Someone just don't know how you do it. Shit, I bet you're like, sometimes I don't even know how I do it. And it's not ego, collective. It's because you're fucking good at what you do and you know it. And you didn't know it. All right. Now that that's done, this will be live, guys, obviously, if you're here now. But if you're watching this on the replay, there'll be timestamps pinned in the description box, as well as, or pinned in the comments section below, as well as in the description box of this reading. But if you're joining us live, give me about an hour or so when this is over, and you can see those timestamps there. Let's do it, guys, shall we? Let's get it started. 1, 2, 3, 4. All right, just so that we're clear. 4, STARCODES ASTRO. That's great, Goldilocks. That's what I was going for. All right. 11:03 on the clock. That's one for me. 8:33 on the clock. I don't think you realize. Wow. This is what came out when I was shuffling. Just how magic some of y'all are, really. My goodness gracious, great balls. Great balls of fuego. Okay. Fireballs. Like Mario Brothers. I like your mom's addiction to that cinnamon whiskey or whatever. Shit's fire though. I fucks with some fireball. It's just dangerous. One, 3, 3, 3. Dignified strength past. Ooh. I feel like some of y'all are actually just getting back into the groove, boy. You got to prove your love to me. Yeah. Well, look, 1, 3, and then 3, and then another 3, 3, and then a 3, 1. Oh yeah. Oh, and 1, 0. So, just letting you know. See what I did there with the whole. Of course you did. Achieve in reverse. Partnership. That's what I love about you. Something is looking good. Feeling good. Jennifer Miller, welcome. Whatever you're doing, it's like you're really dialing it in. You're really dialing this in. I feel like you're like mastering something. You're getting better. And that I feel like just pisses off people who had already pissed off already that you were good. Now you're even better. While they're over there hating, you just kept creating. They're worshiping Satan. $5 on Walter Payton. I've seen it a million times. What is this? Cross-pollinate in reverse. Alliance in reverse. Get out of here. Ow. My chair's too high for me to grab stuff off the ground so easily anymore. Arrival in reverse. Same old tricks. Nothing new over there with you know who. All right? Go boo-hoo. Hearth. Keep doing what you're doing. Since it works so well, right? If it ain't broke, don't fix it, right? We're over here with all this evidence that what you're doing is working. Can't argue with success. Look, we got past in reverse, or I mean upright, future in reverse. It's like some of y'all want to maintain some sort of traditional way of doing things while at the same time relationship in reverse. I feel like for the right person, you put up with some shit. You put up with some shit. If like you gave all these people that much love. Can you imagine? I don't know if you can. You see that? It says collaborate, strength, achieve in reverse. And it's another 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 3, 3, 3, 3, 1, 01, and that's a 3-4. So there's another 4 that isn't, out here. But honestly, my goodness gracious, Fuego balls, I'll come bouncing back to you, Fuego balls. Again, equally reciprocated. So there's a 4 out here, so that's weird. And Spirit's like, let's make it not weird. What was I thinking? All right, I'm gonna put these down before someone's heads explodes. Heads. Who's got more than one head? Are you one of them? Are you the chick from American Horror Story, the carnival one or whatever? The freaks, the one where it's like the chick has, what is it? Siamese twins or whatever? I always say 2 heads are better than 1. I feel like dating would be awkward, but, just look over there, Susan. Cover your earmuffs. Here, you can use my hand for that if you want. Look at you. Lending a hand wherever you can. But did you see that? Did you see that? And even this one over here that's trying to creep in with the 2. This person's like, it takes 2 to tango. You're like, I can dance all by myself. I'll just do line dancing or the electric slide or something. And someone's like, oh, I only know how to tango. Well, that's what you get. Tango and cash. You chose the money over expanding your dancing horizons. Guys, it really breaks my heart. I'm going to do something. Let's determine a page that we're going to read. How about that? Shot me right in the nuts. What is this? That's 60 or... Okay, yeah, that's 60. 69. And is that a 5 or that's a 5? So 74. 11, 10. Oh, we just watched it turn to 11, 11. Now we're talking. Now we're talking alignment. That's unmistakable. Unmistakable. I think that's how you say it in French or whatever. Let's see. What did I say? 74? 69. Plus 5. That's a lot. 74. That's a lot of reciprocated energy. 73. Ooh. Ceres. Nurture. Ceres is a dwarf planet between Mars and Jupiter, named after Ceres, Roman goddess of the harvest, food, earthy fertility, and mother of Proserpina, goddess of the spring. That sounds delicious. When Pluto kidnapped Proserpina and took her to the underworld to be his queen, what a dog. Ceres threatened to starve the world until she was returned. That's like Lorraine having to marry Biff Tannen. Ceres signifies our relationship to food, for better or worse, cultivation, and the safety or loss of a child. Ceres' ancient rites initiated people into the secrets of death and rebirth through the symbolic harvest. Cut the heads off grain with the scythe, bury them, and new life arises. What? Never mind separating the wheat from the chaff. Not if we're going to get this bad boy growing again. Haven't you guys ever seen Children of the Corn? It walks amongst the rows. Action! Mother and be mothered. Nurture and cultivate that which is growing. What? You already have evidence that what you're doing is working. Water that shit. Do it again. Plant more seeds. Whether it's the harvest from the earth, the child from the womb, or the art from the artist, real love. Real love can mean tough love. Doing what's best for you, for your beloved, even if they hate you for it. Love and nurture your own body and healthy whole foods. With healthy whole foods, take them as communion with the organic world. Feel the earth beneath you, holding you, loving you through hard times. Oh shit. Let this abundance flow through you to others. Mary, Mary, quite contrary, 8:44 on the clock. How does your garden grow? Do you even have to ask? Can't you just tell? It's Mary, quite contrary. Look at her, growing pumpkins and persimmons. She got persimmons, yo. Advocate for those who are weaker, vulnerable, or dependent. Gross. I've been advocating for them for way too long. Right, collective? They can advocate for themselves. It's time for something else. If your progeny, your project, or your harvest is being taken from you before ripening, be ready to starve the world until they are safe. It's for their own good, collective. Don't make them get the scythe out. Children of the corn style. It walks amongst the rows. Witness with strength and power. It's going to take every fiber of your being. Keep your mouth shut when they're doing dumb shit. When the time is right, be willing to let go for your progeny or creation to flourish. They must embark on their own journey. Once your job as nurturer is complete, let go and step into the next level of your own mastery. Well, I say you're mastering something. Didn't I say that? I'm pretty sure I said that. Don't look at my cuticles. Challenge. Do not mistake something enabling or infantilizing actions as sign of love. Oh, you sweet little Digo Coochie. I'm not a baby. Once you release the object of your care, your life is not over. A new mystery begins. Gift. There is a sacredness in your daily life. Loving, feeding, nurturing, gardening, and being in family, whether chosen or biological, are all part of a powerful spiritual path. The mother holds you. I want to hold you in my arms, yeah. Let me hold you. That's a whole lot of love. What is this? Climate in reverse. As I said, climate, and then Laserbeak fell to his death. But no, we got solar flares activate. Wonder Twin powers. That's what I get when I see that. I think of Wonder Twin powers activate. But you know, I was born in the 80s, so that was my childhood. Anyways, Root. Enough about me. Exploration, ninth house. This is about you and the mysterious unknown that you will be stepping into. 17. How fun. I feel like that's worth a pull. What are you planting next? I feel like you got so many wheels in motion and they're all spinning in the right direction. I like it. All right. I think that's good for deck one. That's a lot to take in. Breathe. You over here just killing it, and then, you know, they're over there just not getting it or whatever. They're not supposed to get it, collective. Did you see all those numbers? Add that up. Put that in your Texas Instruments. That was a good one. I liked it. I liked it a lot. I like it a lot. All right. All right now. Um, let's see. I'm gonna give Tarot an even chance here to get chosen. Let me put the. Actually, we can leave it out. We'll leave the page dice out for now. We're gonna probably need them. And then, all right. Let's go ahead and do this. Let's switch it up. Let's do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. All right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Got serpent. Serpentine. Serpentine. 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Animal apothecary. All right. Yeah, we'll definitely use the page dice for some APCE in the place to be. Jonny Arkade deck gets no love from Spiritio. It's like, we're sick and tired of looking at that damn deck, Johnny. Stop that. Cara Elizabeth. She's got her own channel. You should check it out. It's badass. I had no idea. I think YouTube was like picking up that I use it, and they're like, "Hey, you do know she has a channel, right?" What? All right. It's interesting because it's a 4-sided dice, and we got 4. It's a 6-sided dice, we got 6. You're at the top of your game. Best case scenario. Manifester and Master Manifester in reverse. Again, you got something down. It's like, yeah, you're not afraid. This card's all about facing your fears and integrating your shadow. That being your fears. Let go, bury. No, you've integrated it with service to others. Again, I feel like for some of y'all, you might be getting a little cold. Look, face your fear in reverse. I told you, you're not fearing shit. And then this just trust. Yeah, it's like, I do want to warn someone here, because with claim your power in reverse, I don't want you to mistake blind faith for faith. Because I feel like that is a warning for someone, because someone comes off as like they're following their intuition, but they have all these negative repercussions. And again, there's that 17 again, 11:22 on the Zelda Game & Watch. So again, if it's working, of course, rinse and repeat. Evidence that what you are doing is working. Do it again. Okay. But someone here taking a leap of faith, jumping off a damn cliff, thinking you're Superman, is two different things. And again, someone is, okay, so that's it. Someone's aware of their shadow. Don't run from it. And when we say integrate it, it's being like okay with those things. Those maybe imperfections. For some of you, it could be physical imperfections. It could be scenarios you've been through. Opportunities that were taken from you. Never even given the opportunity to have the opportunity. But you remain faithful, the blind faith or not. You remain faithful, hopeful. Hope is great if you're hopeless. But hope is for people with no faith. Or little faith. Or need a little kick in their faith, you know? A kick in their faith. Let me at them. Let me at them. Kick them right in the face. You are what you think in reverse. That's my whole point. Keep up I like the enthusiasm, but don't be jumping off buildings doing dumb shit unless, of course, you know you're Superman. And even if you are Superman, you're like experimenting with kryptonite or something. You know what I mean? You're playing with the devil. You play with magic. You better know what you're doing. The road to hell was paved with good intentions. I know a lot of people taking that highway to heaven or whatever. No, that's a great show from the 80s. That's not the road they're on. But, boy, Michael Landon, he's got great hair, doesn't he? Man. Got great hair. No, I'm getting like the partnership that he had with Homeboy. Shake, release, heal, move on. See, someone here is, according to my calculations, healed enough. Holy shit. Like they've mastered letting go. I wonder if you forgot how to hold on. You're like, oh, you got to use your hands? That's a baby's toy. Okay, Frodo. Okay, Frodo Baggins, calm down. What is this? Onio unos est. Destiny path in reverse. Yeah, it's like you know what you're doing. You're good at what you do, but you still don't know where the fuck you're going with it or whatever. Allow it to unfold. What are you in such a hurry to get to the finish line? So the finish line can get a bit. Look, action leads to success. Holy shnikes. Someone's gonna feel like a horse's patoot. I'm getting like collisions of like a bunch of amazing, incredible like comedians and artists and musicians coming together. How it's like not this or that or this. It's like a saga. Never mind. Genesis, it's the first book of the Bible as far as we know. You know that book that man wrote or whatever about their experiences, what they believe experience of God or whatever, you know. That's the Old Testament, you know. It is what it is. What is this? 7. Oh, 7. 7. That's weird. It's not that weird. It really isn't that weird. And then I see 7D, but no, this is on AD. So 14, so 94. And see how it doesn't want to stay on 80 or whatever? And it did land on 80. Oh, wait. Oh, it's 90. $97, so 104. 104. Oh. Acknowledgements. All right, Kara. I don't know how many people have read this page out loud on YouTube, if anyone ever. Might as well, right? A little shout out. I would first like to thank life for blessing me with the family and faith I grew up in. Word. I also thank my trauma for teaching me so much about my power. Word. I want to personally give you so much gratitude to the great mystery. That's what she likes to call what I call God, but I agree. I feel like we need a more descriptive, but I feel like there is none. It's like, what's the point, right? But the great mystery. And my dearest life companions, my brother, Hans Harmsen, who led me to my fascination with metaphysics and fact-checking through academic research, the one and only Olympia Dior, one of my biggest supporters and the animal apothecary photographer. My phone just dinged. Michelle Alvarado, my soulmate, best friend who taught me the I Ching and laugh medicine. Jennifer Godin, my ride or die cheerleader and spirit sister. Ryan Cassidy, my beloved best friend who feels like home and helped me so much with marketing ideas. I thank Gucci. I just found out yesterday in the reading that I was watching that she worked at Gucci. I thank Gucci Wooster and every person in that space who has supported me and allowed me to do readings and workshops on expanding consciousness with the staff and clients. Adriana Stamola, my literary agent who believed in me and my vision for Animal Apothecary and who holds space for my vulnerability. My editor, Allison Janis, who helped me bring out the best version of Animal Apothecary. I do have a channel message I'm going to share at the end of this as to why we chose this page. To Hay House for helping me birth Animal Apothecary into the world. Gabrielle Bernstein for sharing my book proposal with Hay House. To Michael Sanders for helping me create the best book proposal. Kristen Hughes and Tim Hodge for always being so supportive. Lastly, I cannot begin to express the gratitude in my heart for the service, love, support, and teachings my mother and father, Patricia and Craig Harmsen, have bestowed on me. I thank my mother for sacrificing so much to help me step into my potential, and my father for stretching my mind to see the mysticism of science. I especially thank my parents gifting me with Baha'i teachings that taught me about independent investigation. 11:30 on this other Game & Watch. 113 is a thing around here. Teachings that taught me about independent investigation of truth, the oneness of humanity, and that we are all love, all caps. So much of what has gone into creating Animal Apothecary has been a collection of wisdom from countless peoples, cultures, spiritual teachings, and scientists. I would deeply like to thank credit these authors, give credit where the credit is due, and their books for helping me understand the I Ching and inspiring me with such powerful meanings that influenced the cards. Oh, I gotta admit, I don't see any typos in this book that I can recall ever, and that's rare. Paul O'Brien's The Visionary I Ching, Terry Hone's The Essential I Ching, Julie Chase Daniels' I Ching, Mothering Change, and James DeCorn's The Gnostic Book of Changes. Boy, if anyone has researched some I Ching, I'd say ka-ching ka-ching, it's Kara. I can only take credit for being a collector of wisdom and sharing it in my own understanding. Boy, isn't that all we can do? Lean not on your understanding. I mean, am I right? Thank you, everyone, and thank you to all the people who have supported Animal Apothecary. My success is because of you. So, I love how she does that before about the author. Get the credit out there, then we can talk about her. That's the last but not least. What I was going to say is what I'm getting for deck number 2 is a lot of you are really getting the hang of this. You're really good. You can do it on your own. But what did we learn about that page we turned to? In order to take your thought, your idea, take it to the next level. Kara was blessed with people who supported, saw her vision, and maybe didn't see her vision, but trusted that she saw it clearly and helped guide her to bring it to life. You feel like Pile 2 is in a position to, again, are you able to hold on? You're good at letting go, but can we trust and delegate and let go our trust into someone else that they will be able to fulfill the task, whether they promised it or offering it. You're asking them to do it for you. Maybe some of you will have to ask for help. 11:33 on the Zelda Game & Watch. You must be like me. Help me? Ask for help? No. Okay. Slice of my favorite cake? No, I'm okay. It's okay. What if that's like, it's rude to not accept that cake? And it's your favorite cake. Have your cake, eat it too. If you don't, everyone thinks you're an asshole. Another reason to have it. I think I'll have another slice. Is there any more of that cake left? My favorite cake is cheese. Michelle Pagliacci, welcome. Same with my favorite Danish. Pretty much if it has cheese on it, I'll eat it. You know what I mean? I want to do this again, though. I want to read an actual page of Kara's work. She's so humble. But no, let's dig in. It's probably going to be about I Ching. She doesn't mention specifically the I Ching and everything, but I know this deck very well. I almost don't need the book, but we're going to read it for sake of reading it. We've got 10. We've got 1. That's 11. That's fun. Remember earlier with the STARCODES, ASTRO? And then we got 5. So we got 16. I don't know if that's a high enough number. 16. Oh no, it is. I was going to say, if not, we'll do the card number 16. No, I want to do page. Inner Truth, the Owl. Oh, you know it's time. And that's number 7. That's card number 7. See, that's why I want to do the page. Because then we get more decodes, right? That 1-7. There's that 10. A lot of similar numbers from the previous deck, which was a completely different deck, right? We got the 14, we got the 40, that's 144. We got that 32, 35, lots of 3 out here, if you know what I mean. Inner Truth, the Owl. I never made it without biting. Go ask Mr. Owl. Let's find out. Owl sees in the dark and knows what is not directly being shown. Ooh, 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 says the owl. She is the master intuitive. There's that word again, master. That's weird. In ancient Greek mythology, owls sat on the shoulder of Athena, so that the goddess would know the whole truth at all times, and nothing but the truth, so help me God. Isn't that right, Owlie? Owl, oh yeah, whole truth at all times. If you receive this card in your reading, it is a message that you have a deep inner knowing, and you can trust in this gift. There's that word, trust. We were just talking about trust. That's weird. That's weird. Whatever guidance you are currently seeking, this card is a confirmation that the answer will not only come, but it will come from within. Oh, Nikes. The first deck was about, like, people not helping you with your situation. This deck is about, like, recognizing the power within you and how you've come so far, but it's time to be able to trust again, I feel. But you're among other masters, I feel. Maybe not of your specific thing, and that's the thing. They're not trying to compete with you. They contribute towards. It's like instead of getting validation or whatever of how good your chocolate is from Hershey or Reese's, Mr. or Mrs. Wonka, you're working with Oompa Loompas, the dwarf planets, right? The Ceres. No, I'm serious. The sugar manufacturers and the milk, the dairy down the street for their fresh milk. You're working with the raw material providers. Not these whole blending ass black label, everyone selling the same thing, but with their name on it. Ugh. You got a proprietary blend, yo. Confidential information. Not for everyone's eyes. Whatever guidance you are currently seeking this card is a confirmation that the answer will not only come, but it will come from within. Owl says it is okay to not always immediately know the right answer or what to do. Again, people are like, what do we do? And you probably don't even know, but you're okay with that. I'm getting John Locke vibes when he's making the rocking crib for, was it Claire? Their name Claire's baby. And Jack's like, what are we doing? We should go after the others. It's like, Jack, doing something else. Waiting and doing nothing are two different things. They're expecting us to come right now. Do something else. But it will come from within. Owl says it's okay to not always have the right answer or what to do. John Locke was waiting for the island to give him clarity on what to do next. Remember, fear may arise and hide the truth of a situation from you, but you are being asked to sit in the confidence of your inner knowing. You just know, because, you know, these people don't know that before you landed on that island, you were crippled. And the island went within. You know now, because you've witnessed something that people might not understand. And even if you try to communicate it to them, they probably think you were crazy. But on this island, you're among your people. People look up to you. You have a purpose. And John Locke's story was, all he wanted to do was be close to his father and his mother. He was doing just fine without them. And then the mother came in and used his heartstrings to get close to his father. His father took his kidney or whatever and then bounced. And oh yeah, he didn't bounce. He threw John Locke out the gosh damn window or off the balcony. Like insult to injury. And now you got to rely on others. But don't worry, this isn't Ben from the island. I hope. Jesus. Well, you know how that works out. Fear may arise and hide the truth of a situation from you, but you are being asked to sit in the confidence of your inner knowing. Again, the black smoke. Don't worry about the black smoke. Patience is of the utmost importance. Remember? It came right up to Locke, and it was like, all right, yeah, I'm not gonna fuck with you. You've been fucked with enough. These other fools, though, they got karma like a mop. When you push and try to instruct your intuition to immediately figure out, and remember the no fear, try to instruct your intuition to immediately figure out the answer, your intuition becomes strangled by your ego's control. Remember Jack and the beanstalk? I mean, no. From Lost. You know, party of five, good dude. Five guys. All you need to know is that the guidance will come. When and how it comes is none of your goddamn business, Dan. You got any more of that gum, Ace? When and how it comes is none of your concern. Life will help you connect with your intuition to reveal the truth. Figure out the best path and do what is best for your growth and the growth of anyone else involved, especially if you're lost. Owl's medicine, you don't realize this, but you're actually ahead of the people in the tail end of the plane. Echo. Owl's medicine shares that you do know the answer, and it will be revealed at the correct moment. Relax and go do something else. What did I say? Doing something else. And waiting. John Locke. Othello. From the beginning, he was teaching Walt about diversity. And remember, fucking, I hate Michael. Is it Michael? Oh my God. You're lucky you're in the Matrix, Michael. Because, 11:43 on this other game I watch. I mean, am I right, guys? Whoa! Oh my God. And then he sells everyone out, and then he's a slave on the boat for the other. You're such a bitch, Michael. Jesus. But it's like at the same time, it's like you feel bad for him because his chick totally used him to knock him up and have a baby or whatever. He just wanted that big black. The big black. 11:44 on this other game of watch. Yeah, you know what I'm talking about, Collective. She used his ass. And then when she was dead, no one wanted Walt. When Michael wanted Walt the whole time. Go figure. That's why it's called the Dharma Initiative, right? I mean, and that's why he didn't get any Dharma. I mean, all right, it was because of his karma initiatives. That was your reading. There's probably some people are like, "What?" It's like, "What, dude? You've seen Breaking Bad, but you ain't watched Lost." Breaking Bad's like Lost's grandbaby. I'm talking pimpin' since been J.J. Abrams, bro. Get out of here. Get out of here. Get out of here, kid. You're bothering me. I don't feel like I shouldn't have to explain that to you. But, you know, there you go again. Never cease to amaze me. All right. It's partially my fault, I suppose. All right, now I keep switching it up so that Tarot gets a shot. All right, so get off my case. All right, unless you're hot on the case or whatever. What is it? Hmm. All right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Shit. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8-minute apes. Never mind the dice. All right. Those are just in case dice. Sometimes I forget how to count. There's too many numbers floating around over here. You need to give me a break. Break me off a piece of that Kit Kat bar. I'm not a big fan of Kit Kat. You can have the Kit Kat bar. If you got a Twix, though, you know. But it's okay if you don't want to share, because I never share my Twix unless it's a king size Twix. You can have one. Three for me, one for you. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. say that's 8. That's so weird. We got 4, 6, 8. So you're at the top of your game. It's consistent. There's 4 sides on this dice. We got 4. There's 6 sides on this die. We got 6. There's 8 sides on this die. We got 8. I'm just letting you know. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Back to the future. This isn't proof that you switch timelines or some shit. I don't know what it is. Collective. You're in the wrong channel. Do 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 do. Boo 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 boo. Oh snap! Get it, get it. I was kind of rooting for this one, to be honest. Then again, I always am. All right. Greetings, Earthling. My name is Darth Vader. I am an extraterrestrial from the planet Vulcan. You gotta brainwash. Ooh, Tara Elizabeth has like this thing that I'm not trying to like promote her business, but you know, I love her so much. So it's like she does this like class where you brainwash yourself, and it's interesting because like I remember reading that like you're brainwashing yourself or something. MK Ultra, because you already deprogrammed your program, and now you're like reprogrammed. That was a while back though. But no, literally, she does a thing where you like brainwash yourself. You know, Gen K Ultra. You know what I'm saying? Gen K. No, it's okay. I thought it was fun. Or for Michelle, it would just be MK Ultra. You know, you get the gist. You know, try to squeeze your name in there somehow. The Hierophant in reverse. 5 of guitars. 9 of guitars. Guitars are wands. Rods or swords. And flux is pentacles, I believe. Oh, clocks is pentacles. Flux is cups. You're seeing something maybe for the first time, how something that wasn't for you was part of the journey. Some of y'all might have had to go back to basics, or back to the scene of the crime, or back to life, back to reality, to kind of grab yourself. Again, some of y'all might have been lost. If you felt lost and you had to find, you have to kind of lose yourself so you can find yourself again. You might want to check out the last deck that we pulled. But no, I feel like we're past that, realizing now that all that had to happen for a reason. And again, I feel like you're seeing who your soul tribe is. Like, yeah, these are knuckleheads, but I feel like you're a pinhead. 10 of guitars. Again, I feel like some of your old haters, like you definitely got people's attention. You see, because this is not giving me like 3 of cups energy. This is 5 of swords, right? Or 5 of wands. So it's like they're on the outside looking in at what you're mastering. 10 of guitars, 10 of wands, and see how he's smiling. Usually 10 of wands is like, right, like you're carrying all these burdens, but no, you're out there like, I'm already, it's for the pinheads. That's the power of love is what it is. You found self-love or whatever. Yeah, see, with the lovers in reverse, self-love, as I'm saying that. Sun in reverse, 4 of flux. And again, I feel like there's no fixing the past. Can't change the past. This reminds me of it was either a short or a video I did a while back. We can't change the past, but you can absolutely change your future. The last thing Doc says when Jennifer actually is like, Doc, what does this mean? This paper, it said something else, and now it's erased. Oh, yeah, Jennifer. It means the future isn't written yet. The future is what you make of it. No one's is. But in that particular timeline that Marty was headed down, when he was in his ego and nobody calls me chicken, and he always felt like he had to prove himself, even though he had that inner knowing that he was faster, that he was better, that he could outsmart, outwit. He didn't like being put to the challenge. But he gave up that kind of need to compete or react, respond the same. And that's when the character arc, that's when and why it erased. And Jennifer was like, that was the Rolls Royce you were supposed to smash into. And she understood all that. Marty didn't know. Her perspective of, even though she didn't know what the hell was going on when she woke up in an alley. Jennifer, remind me not to leave you in an alley if we ever travel into the future. All right. Oh, she'll be fine. Doc, what are you talking about? No, according to my calculations. But no, 10 of rods now. So we've got 10 of wands, 10 of swords. But again, look, he's laughing like, I almost feel like you've got certain kind of negative energies that have been kind of in the past maybe rejecting you because they knew they would ruin you. Straight up. And they couldn't tell you that. But they're villains in your story who are kind of quietly rooting for you. This is their favorite movie, you know. They want to see their name in the credits of your movie. They want to hear the audience's response when you react to that scene that they're in. Like, if this is Game of Thrones and you died in episode 1, it's like, did they have an emotional attachment to me if I died, even if it's on the first episode, you know? Or did you forget about, like, what's her name in Stranger Things? Poor chick. You know what I'm talking about? I forget her name, but Deb? No, what's the name? What's the girl's name with the glasses who was in the pool? And then I remember seeing a Comic-Con thing and like no one knew who she was. Barb. Was it Barb? Fucking Barb. There was no one at her signing. Like no one wanted her to sign anything. 11:55. Fucking Barb. Season 1. Everyone loved Barb. But now you can't sell an autograph to save your life. True story. The chick who played Jennifer in Back to the Future 1, I did wait in line at Comic-Con to take a picture with her and get autograph signed with her. And she looks no, I didn't get the picture. I was like, I didn't recognize her. She did not look like the chick, right? But I did get the signature. Like she gave us the clock tower thing and she wrote, I love you. What the call me? Love you. It was rad. I have that, I think, somewhere. That or I lost it in my divorce, but whatever. Evil bitch. Either way, that was a thing that happened. And I had a Back to the Future. I had a license plate that said Back in Time, and I had Back to the Future on the back. And she was like, look at you. I'm like, look at you. I think I saw that episode of fucking Botched. That or it was that one show? It was on HBO or whatever with the guy who's Dr. Doom and fucking Fantastic Four. It's all connected. It's all connected. Mario Lopez was in that shit. You girls know what I'm talking about. I remember like hearing my mom like, Mario was in that. Nip Tuck. That's what it was. You know, you girls knew what I was talking about. You didn't want to. Before 50 Shades of Grey, there was Nip Tuck. I mean, am I right, ladies? So I could read you like a book that I wouldn't want to read. 9 of Clocks. I've seen it a million times. Ace of Rods. Don't shoot the messenger. What, you think I'm Biff? I'm not trying to bully you or anything. Yeah, I'm an extraterrestrial from the planet Vulcan. And I'm here to snap you out before you marry Biff. Because it's like you want the riches or whatever, the boob job. Listen, George McFly will love you without the boob job. He had a little work to do. Peeping Tom over there. Need to be a real man. But you, sister, at the same time, this isn't all about George being some sissy pants. This is also you with that wandering eye of yours. If you didn't know any better, you'd probably check out your son and make out with him or something. Weird, right? Exactly. Look, with your children. Creepy. But that's Jules and Vern. Jules Verne. Page of Wands. Some of y'all got, again, this is giving me like a two of sword or two of wands energy, right? But it's not. It's page. It's working together with the bros before hoes, full trusting in one another. That's because, again, do you understand what this means? This damn thing doesn't work at all. Again, and this is like to read people's minds, right? This device. Y'all are almost like read each other's minds, right? Like soul tribe. Whether or not you're actually related. But the Jules Verne is making me think of like Sam and Dean Winchester in that one. I forget what season, what episode it was, but when they were in different timelines and they were Smith and Wesson, and he's like, don't I know you? It's like they traveled in time, but they didn't know that they traveled in time. Doc and Marty knew kind of what they were walking into. Sam and Dean were just zapped, and they're like, fuck. But I thought that was very clever. Smith and Wesson. Now this is making me think of Moe's Tavern and Back to the Future and Back to the Simpsons. Link is kicking Gannon's ass right now as I drop something. Pick this up. Oh my gosh, I just saw one of my cards that fell from earlier when I was working. The Empress is what fell. Speaking of Jennifer, future Jennifer. And she's like, I'm young, I'm old. And at that point, Doc's like, what was it? Theory that the world would just like spontaneously combust and fold in on itself, like, was wrong, thankfully, you know. But like we learned with some of his other gadgets, the opening scene, opening credits of this movie with the can opener thing, feeding the dog and all that, like the mousetrap contraption, 1201, is to kind of set the tone that his inventions kind of work. You know? Good idea. Weird execution. Why would you go through all that when you can just open a can? But then we see in like part 3, right, where he builds he's like, it's a refrigerator. He's like, you want iced tea? 7 o'clock. So no, it's like, now I'm getting like 7 o'clock. 7 o'clock, the spot, I'm in my drop top, cruising the street. Is that, why did we, yesterday, or the last reading, we like channeled, I do not listen to R. Kelly. I'm going to tell you right now. I have a lot of music in my collection, and not one of them is R. Kelly. I prefer to piss in a urinal or in a toilet. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm talking about. But yeah, what is this? 10, 10, 10. 10 of clocks in reverse. No, someone is like, thought they're like, they're not writing your story for you anymore. That is, someone was trying to force you in some sort of box. And look at the bottom of the deck. There's the 2 of Wands I was talking about earlier. Remember with the Jules and Verne? And look, lead guitar, rhythm guitar, right? You're by yourself. Now you got someone who can kind of pick up on, set the tone maybe, slap of the bass. And it's like, now we're riffing. Now we just need a fucking drummer. You know what I'm saying? Now we just need a fucking drummer, man. What is this? 6 of guitars. No, your brother doesn't know how to drum. Again, it's like there could be sibling rivalry, civil war, sibling rivalry. I feel like you got backup ass dancer fucking siblings, and you're supposed to be the lead guitarist, lead singer. And these people are judging you while they lip sync fucking Milli Vanilli style, 1203 on the Zelda Game & Watch. The fuck they know about creating original music or masterpieces when they're just an ass to pieces. All the 10s are out here, yo. 10 of flux. And again, I feel like someone compares themselves to you, or their what marriage or a connection should look like. Maybe you and your person are unique. Maybe you're single, but it's like you're with the band or whatever, 1203 on this other Game Watch. But yeah, someone's like, look, it needs to be like this. No, it doesn't. That was the night I invented this, the flux capacitor. It's like someone's just now realizing, like maybe you took something to another level, or like you have the same like abilities, characteristics. Maybe you all got siblings or parents who are like, why aren't you doing like Herbie doesn't want to make toys. Herbie doesn't want to make toys. Herbie doesn't want to make toys. But it's like whatever Herbie is doing to be a dentist, it's still like he's going to be such a great dentist because of his skills at building toys. You know what I mean? So it's like someone's like offended by someone's unique journey. But the truth is that journey, just like Carl Elizabeth was saying, like couldn't have been done without even the trauma, right? And that's what I'm getting with this Biff Tannen here. Like the trauma that motivated you to fucking do something about it, right? And remember, he slipped and bumped his head. He was trying to hang a picture. And it's like, now I'm hearing, in my house, there's a picture on the wall. Rastafari-cito. Listen. I feel like you're going to be making beautiful music. Look at the red on the outside, the blue on the inside, the blue on the outside, the red on the inside. It's like, I'm getting like, even when it comes to, remember saying civility, like even like your political beliefs, I feel like you're not far left or far right. You're probably right there balanced. And one of y'all could be lean more conservative. One could be a little bit more, I'm not even going to say the word liberal. I would say more like moderate. Right. And it's like what we have is this thick balance that the base doesn't ever have. Like there's an exception. And Back to the Future has Flea, right? From the Chili Peppers. Just letting you know, that's Needles. So it's like, and as we've seen Flea, I don't know, some of y'all might not have seen Flea in his new endeavor. I believe he was on SNL even kind of promoting it, his new solo shit. But no, like the bass doesn't, and again, bring in your own unique spin. He does solos and shit with the bass. That's not traditionally done, right? So again, someone kind of gets you and you have a different way of doing something. And it could literally be musically. Look, Hangman in Reverse, yeah, and the same thing with the Gucci thing with Kara, right? It's like they allowed her to explore her gifts, her abilities. It was new to them, but she was like, I was blown away. Like I'm like doing readings with my deck at Gucci to like clients, and like they let her like straight up like solicit and do readings and get paid because it was helping. It was like helping the Gucci vibe at the time, right? Like that's fucking rad, bro. Like any purse or shirt or blouse or whatever you got when she was working there had some sort of I Ching inspired fucking metaphysical and scientific kind of ingredient to it, right? And but I'm saying you're going to be allowed to kind of spread those wings to work. Yeah, see, like you mastered the skateboard, right? Well, what if we gave you a fucking hoverboard, homie? You know what I'm saying? And again, it might be new to you, but to other people, it's almost like you're a natural, and it's like, why does this all seem all so familiar, right? Deja vu, even though to you it's brand new, and everyone else is like, huh, what, huh, how, what? The Magician in reverse, Temperance in reverse, because you took the time to figure it out. And that's the thing, they can't take this from you. This is your skill set, your workflow. They could damage your hard drive, your computer. They could tamper with your phone. They can steal your devices, kick you out of your house, get you your car towed. They can get your house or whatever boarded up. But you've got the codes, the key codes up here on how to do it again. And every time they try to take it from you, every time I feel like you make it even better. And then all these people who I feel like, for example, maybe knocked you up to keep you trapped, or some sort of way of keeping you under control, they're having to watch from the outside in, and they're regretting, like I said, you saying this isn't going to work. You had an idea and they didn't get it. They weren't supposed to get it. But this little kid who looks like he jumped off of a fucking boat gets it. Because he came here in a time machine that you built, and he needs your help to get back to the future. You feel me? 8 of clocks in reverse, yeah. Just like the Bible, all these stories repeat and repeat and repeat until you snap out of it like Groundhog Day and you're like, holy shit, I've been slacking on my pimping. Turn it up. You know what I'm saying? Slacker, because that's him when he was in his youth. Again, some of y'all had to go back to the roots. Because again, and when you went back, something was different, or someone was gone, or some of y'all might have felt like you were abandoning someone or something. Look at the address on that house. I wonder if that's movie accurate. Because not all of these things are movie accurate. Like the card that has like his sister disappearing or whatever. In the movie, she's got a Mickey Mouse shirt. In this, she's got like, I forget, it's got like a cat or something on it. But you know, copyright laws or whatever. But yeah, the Gooch. It's time for some of y'all might like designer stuff and never had the opportunity to buy a new designer something or another. I feel like the person who was watching you from the outside looking in, you might have bought them their first and only designer, or everything they have that is worth value was probably taken because they acquired it by the wrong means. I want to read the book, but we're going to do the dice to determine what page. Does that sound good with you guys? Tick tock, tick tock, tick tock. 3 of clocks again, 3 of pentacles. Everything's aligning. Everything is in sync. Remember? All the clocks were exactly 15 minutes late. I feel like this person is always 15 years late, 15 years short on their promises or whatever. All right, y'all. Thank you, Jennifer. I'm not sure what scene you were talking because I feel like I used a few scenes, but thank you. Type it and I'll reference it later. Is that 19? That's 19. This is 2. And this is 90. 90, 19, and 2. So that would be 21. 90, that'd be 111 on 12-12. Oh, shit. Here we go. Magician was in reverse in the beginning. High Priestess upright right now. 12-12 on the clock. And I just want to make sure that that's, okay, 109. Yeah, that's 111 on the dice. You're getting really good at this. You're getting really good at this, Divine Femme. Slapping the bass. 111. How fucking fun is that? What card is it, yo? What card is 111? The 8 of Clocks. That last one where I said you're slacking on your pimpin', turn it up. That was the last card. 111. And that is the 8 of Clocks. Upright. Maintain discipline at all times. Chief Marshal James Strickland instructs his young son, never give them an inch. This is the end of apprenticeship, and no one is going to make his apprentice work harder than the Marshal, a master authoritarian. This card tells you to learn from your leaders before you strike out on your own path. Yeah, don't be that douchebag from John Wick that just, pisses off John Wick. Reversed. Focusing on the details can cause you to lose sight of the big picture. Discipline applies to all aspects of life, so don't let perfectionism in one area cause you to neglect another. Learn, practice, and pay attention to the small things, but think in widescreen. Oh, widescreen, you'd screen, we all screen for widescreen. Remember when everyone bought, I know I did, I bought Star Wars trilogy on VHS back when they were selling it to us on, this has been modified to fit your television. And then when they released it again in widescreen, who's old enough to remember that? Yeah, you know what I'm talking about. Bitter. A little bitter. But that was better than deleted scenes back then, because then it's like, oh my God, I was missing a whole third of this, of what was going on. My goodness gracious, deck number 3. Evidence that what you are doing is working. That's what that is. That's what that is. And now we got one more for you, so don't go anywhere. I'm not done. All right. You're not going to get off that easy. Do-do-do-boo-boo, bee-bee-dee-bee-bee. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Give me 1 second, guys, while I figure my shit out. A lot of decks, y'all. A lot of stuff out here. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. I know, right? The space-time continuum not exploding. But at the same time, in a way, now I'm seeing Oppenheimer. How is that any different than Oppenheimer creating the atom bomb and having the idea, well, there's the potential this could literally destroy everything, because it's going to just erase and vacuum and snowball at an atomic level, which is pretty quantum, right? And of course, all these theorists are like, yeah, that could happen. But he wasn't among other scientists. He got like his daddy's fortune and then invested in science. All right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Why do I always do that? Poor dice. No, you were in the last one. I only need 10. Gotta keep them separated. Yeah. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I have to pee. Oh, look at how it landed. Like face up like that. So we're going to do that again. Way to make it easy on us, Spirit. 7. We got 187 out here. It's murder. Oh, wait, no, that's my bad. 678. We got that. We got 678, y'all. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Time Traveler's Oracle. How weird is that? We just did the Back to the Future deck. You guys might want to go check out deck 3. But the Time Traveler's Oracle? Come on, y'all. Come on, y'all. I was all disappointed that it wasn't 10 because, you know, we had the 2 or the 4, the 6, and the 8, all the top of the die. But no, Spirit said, There, and what does that tell me? I'm seeing Bob Ross. There are no accidents. Or no mistakes. Only happy accidents. Happy accidents. You know, like when your parents gave birth to you. I'm glad that happened. Your dad was supposed to pull out. I mean, let's be honest. They weren't family planning. I think we should try for one more. That conversation did not happen. You wish. Oh, we were praying for a girl, praying for a boy. Yeah, right. You were praying that the stick you pissed on would come back negative. That's what you were praying for. 1221 on the Zelda Game & Watch. And then once that wasn't the case, you're like, oh, well, we might as well paint the room pink. No, let's wait. Let's have a gender reveal party. I've seen it a million times. It's funny. You can laugh. What was that sound? My phone making weird noises. Growth 18. The Amazon rainforest in Brazil. 26. Magic. Glastonbury, Britain. Grounded 17, 18. Uluru, Australia. Ooh, and we talked about the upside down earlier. Some of y'all you come from a land down under. Women roar and men thunder. Can you hear that thunder? You better run, you better take cover. He just smiled and gave me a Vegemite sandwich. And she said, but no, with this Amazon thing, I'm getting like Aborigine vibe. Some of you can really be connected to like the forest. All of these cards have some sort of forest tree shit going on here, especially these two, the growth and the magic. But grounded, it's like they had to emphasize earth too, right? I'm getting strong Sedona energy with that Australia there, just because that's the closest thing I've experienced personally to what that looks like. I always want to go to Australia. But that's very Arizonian. Truth in reverse. 42. The Cherokee talking stick tradition. Again, remember I said doing something like not traditional, or creating your own kind of unique tradition. Some of y'all could have been raised like religious. Fill in the blank on whatever freaking religion. And some of y'all could be super tapped into spirit, and all those people in the religion around you could all be judging you this or that or this. And I don't care if you're fucking Jehovah's Witness, Mormon, Christian, Catholic, Jewish, Satanist, and they're all like, you're looking at these people like, you don't even do the Satan worship thing right. What the heck? You guys are slacking on your Satan. Whatever religion you're in, like, you get it. That's my whole point. I do not condone that or whatever, but what do I know about it, right? I wasn't raised in that shit. But I've shot pool with the Satanist. That was a fun night. It was a cool dude. We bought each other drinks. Dude's definitely been through his fair share of shit. I just feel like it's a good example of like how someone who's been through their own fair share of shit, I could see why he would have been like, fuck it. But for me, it's not an option. 13, flexibility. A prehistoric bamboo forest. Southeast Asia. Again, with the forest, what did I tell you? Some of y'all could be Native American, and like dating some sort of Pacific Islander, or that could be like, I just feel like kind of culture clash, religious differences, political differences. But again, you and your partner are doing just fine. Legend of Zelda just died, though. I feel like the telepathic communication between you and someone might have dimmed. Maybe someone was gotten between a connection that was budding. Look, no, it's not going away. Look, careful with this, because some of y'all might be worried about the timing or whatever, but that would just go to show that, again, you're losing faith again. I know you do that sometimes. Keep your eyes on Jesus when you're trying to stay on the top of the water. Okay, Simon Peter? 44, vitality. Strength, yeah, 38, strength. Joan of Arc, France. Joan of Arc energy. I love when we get Joan of Arc. She comes out in different decks. I don't know if I've seen Joan of Arc in this deck. Joan of Arcade. No, but again, everyone thought she was a witch because she was a badass bitch, and a bunch of dudes couldn't even fucks with her. You know what I mean? And she was martyred. Same thing as Jesus, just different era, different conditions. And she was actually like, a lot of people stood behind her. I'd say even more than Jesus, because she was fighting a literal war, where Jesus was more like trying to heal individuals. And what's that one verse where it's like 10 people heard that this was Jesus or the Messiah or whatever, and they all came up to him and they all touched him and they were all healed. Only one of them came back to thank him. Amen, amen, I say to you. Abundance in reverse. Look, 1. This is 1. The card 1. The Hanging Gardens of Babylon. Wow, as we're talking about Jesus. Babylon. I could Babylon and Babylon and Babylon about Babylon all day long. The richest man in Babylon. Tribes of fucking Avalon. What is this? Patience. 28. Patience in reverse. Under the Bodhi tree, northern India. Lots of tree energy. I'm telling you, some of y'all might need to go lean up against a tree, hug a tree, kiss a tree, smoke some trees, save 20% at Bay Smokes. Link in the description box below. Get yourself a free eighth. You know what I'm talking about. What is this? 7 again. That's weird. Really, it's not that weird. 7D, 77. So now we got literally 77 and 7. That, it's not weird. What is this? We've got it. It's on 5. Yep, 5. So now out here we've got 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 77. So, I'm going to put that over there, though, since this is our last roll. 4. Oh, wait. How fun is that? We got a straight, guys. That's why it's so fun to stick through the whole reading, right? Because, even though they're, definitely specific readings for specific kind of where you're at in your journey, 9:59 on the clock, it all kind of comes together as one. Abundance, except for, remember we were talking about, it was the first deck about cutting off the heads, off with their heads, not in a weird paint the roses red, evil queen witch of the underworld or rabbit hole or Wonderland. You know what I'm saying? More like you're reaping, you're preparing for your next harvest. Not playing croquet with flamingos. I think she's a swinger. That's like the flamingo thing. Does she have pineapples? Does she like pineapples? Make the pineapples pink? Huh? I've seen it a million times. I've seen it a million times.
It's a trap!
If I were you, I'd take precaution.
You know what I'm saying? So 77 plus the 5, that would be 85. I saw leadership, life force, energy. Oh wait, yeah, that's right. Messages from the Maasai in Africa. I want to say from the Messiah, from the Maasai in Africa. We are on the plains of Kenya. We're on the plains of Kenya, having time traveled a few hundred years into the past. I've seen this movie. In the distance, we see Maasai warriors gathering in a line. Suddenly, their shouts punctuate the still air. Forceful exultations follow their plaintive chant. Yeah, the plaintive chants and the rhythm of their pounding feet reverberates in our bones. Just getting this card in my mind's eye. They moved forward. They moved forward not as separate men, but as one. We're getting the band back together, collective. There is one rhythm. Oh, rhythm guitarist was in the last reading. Casualties of rhythm. One movement, one breath. One verse, no hook. What? I got that. As they get closer to us, the intensity of their chants increases and merges into the steady rhythm of their feet. They form a circle with a couple of men entering the center. Oh shit. They begin jumping straight up and down, each time higher than before. The height they reach seems unbelievable. For the Maasai, this is a celebration to mark a rite of passage as they jump higher and higher, lifting me higher. And I'm getting the what's that higher song in Back to the Future, Ghostbusters 2 when they're in the fucking Statue of Liberty using the Nintendo arcade pad or whatever. You know what I'm talking about. As they jump higher and higher, this movement welcomes them into the next step of their lives. What did I tell you, collective? It's like you're the master and still the student, but now you're like got your own dojo to train people thereafter. You know what I'm saying? The chanting grows in volume and pitch into a... Oh, I already said that. Oh, no, I didn't. Grows in a volume and pitch into a universal rhythm. Seeing this jumping dance is a stunning experience. We feel the life force energy in the air, the ground, and through our bodies. The time traveler's message. Vibrant life force energy, healing, unifying rhythm, and passion. Passion of the Christ. All of these qualities are waiting to expand even more in your life. The definition of passion is suffering, just letting you know. This card is telling you that it is not the time to hold back, nor is it the time to suppress what you are feeling or experiencing. When you do this, or when you try to please everyone, your energy will wane. If you are striving to meet the expectations of others, but forgetting your own needs, your energy field becomes lackluster. Again, I feel like some of you were just like, I need to snap you out of it. Deck number 4. Allow yourself free reign of your emotions. Be willing to be spontaneous and change course. Remember? Flexibility. And change course. It's okay to change your mind. I was going to say, as I was reading that Carl Elizabeth thing, I know, like, she even admitted, and, like, she was saying how she learned how, like, there are actually fast tortoises or fast turtles, and how it's like, you know, we can all evolve. Some of our opinions will change over time upon receiving new information. Are you open to receiving new information? That's hard for people who don't want to know the truth. But those who insist on the truth, we almost crave it. I mean, am I right, collective? Is seeking knowledge, understanding, comprehension, is that bad? I say stay golden, pony boy. This card is telling you that this is not the time to hold back. Oh, yeah, I already said that. Free reign. It's okay to change your mind. The vitality of the Creator is waiting to flow through you. Vitality. The sun. That's a different card. But the Son of the Creator, you son of a gun, is waiting to flow through you. Oh, wait, no, that's the wrong page. Is waiting to flow through you. Stop waiting on the sidelines of life. Being coach, I'm ready to play. Don't hold back. Embrace every aspect of your life. Be who you are without reserve. If you have been ill, this card indicates that healing energy is on its way. Of course you're ill. Can't handle this bum rush. Shit we spit is so ill it turns stomachs. We ain't all about dollars. This ain't one of our come-ups. Just one fat bill that we're all gonna run up. Split a Philly Pilo and the Mac Weasel, significantly spitting to tax that cerebral. It's definitely written, intact for the people, skill so lethal that there could be no equal or sequel. Johnny Quest is severely delicious, definitely nutritious, just a little bit suspicious on the mic. I have a Mac Weasel with an order of fries, a can of whoop ass, and Pilo on the side. Killing beats amazing, driving me crazy. Nobody can replace me in this race. We be coming out first, opposite of worst. Spurts of cursed words dispersed from my purse of personal verbs. You heard? Just can't stop the rush. We're finally doing it, coming out of the hush. You're dying to hear us bust. Trying to find out what's really up with the fuss. You just can't stop the rush. If you see us, show us love, 'cause even though you know it's tough, In the lab from dawn till dusk. That was the first verse I ever wrote because when we used to rap back in the day, we were all about freestyles for life. And then a bunch of our friends were like, dude, you guys are badass. You should write some of this shit. And then I had friends who were like, dude, my buddy makes beats. You should check him out. Then my other buddy was like, my other buddy makes beats. You should check his beats out. And it was like, and that was when the Casualties of Rhythm was born, kind of. Seed was planted. But that was a long time ago. That was 1999? It was 99 or 2000. I think it was 2000. 2000. But I recorded that shit in my homie's closet. How we doing, Zelda? Oh, you got enough juice. Oh, my goodness gracious. That was a good one. Going back to your roots when it comes to something, but no, it's not because you're sad and you can't move on. It's because you need to like go get some files out of your file cabinet or something. Like, no, I feel like I trust some of y'all to like be able to, again, go back to the scene of the crime or whatever. If you're healing or whatever, and you're over the whole disturbance of whatever it was that caused the situation. Some of y'all again are seeking maybe answers, truth, understanding that isn't handed to you. So you gotta go wherever that is that maybe some of us have been avoiding. But no, I feel like you haven't been avoiding it. That's just it. The universe is like putting your face in it like you're a fucking cat that just pissed on the fucking mink rug. You see what you did here? And you're like, I'm sorry, I won't ever shit on the carpet again. I'm sorry. That's the universe, right? And you're like, oh, I'm not being punished. It was discipline. Discipline is love. Remember? I'd rather you show me tough love. Tell me what I need to hear, not what I want to hear. That's how I know you love me. Ooh, talk is cheap, more than words. La di da da di da di da da da. More than words. Yeah, talk is cheap, motherfucker. You're a rough rider, aren't you? I seen it. You know how I know? You've lost everything and you can get it all back because you're the Queen of Pentacles. What? Again, how many times do we got to go over? Imagine if those people you invested in that ended up in losses. Imagine investing in someone that can double it, quadruple it, tentuple it, sextuple it. That's a thing. There's two pronunciations for sextuple. Isn't that weird? There's one uno, one dos, one cuatro. You know what I mean? But no, that's Spanish numbers. I'm just saying there's a couple, right? There's, what is it? Bicentennial, all that stuff. But sextuple is a thing. Do your research. You don't believe me? Why does that one have this or that, but all the other ones have just one? Who wrote the dictionary? Webster? I got my eyes on you. What you talking about, Willis? I'm not Webster. Whatever. All I know is you have evidence all around you. Receipts is what I think the kids call it these days, that what you're doing is working. And don't let me get in the way of what works. For those of you who are like, why isn't anything working? It's not that this isn't your reading. It's just that, again, I'm going to go right back to the very first thing I said. Having ultimate inner knowing and faith in what you're doing and believing in yourself and loving yourself and not lying to yourself about it. If you guys need to do the whole brainwashing thing, go check out Carl Elizabeth. Tell her I said I sent you. That would be cool. She gave me a shout or something. But no, honestly, what are you waiting for? Christmas? You know what I mean? Get her done, collective. Let's go ahead and close the poll, shall we? There's no wrong answer on the poll, guys. It's just meant for self-reflection, and then maybe for me to judge you and give you my sarcastic opinion at the end of the video or whatever. But no, honestly, it's supposed to all be good answers depending on where you're at. Where's the damn poll when I'm trying to cleverly fill in space? 10:13 on the clock. Oh, I did that, didn't I? 10:13 on the clock. It was all not in vain, and it was all worth it. Would you go through it again? Hell no. And you don't have to. That's the whole point of snapping out of this shit. Where was the poll? YouTube? I mean, am I right? I was like right on track. We doing good on time. Anyways, guys, if you're new here and you haven't already, hit that subscribe button, hit the notification bell, hit the thumbs up. If you digging the video today, or you resonated, or even you're just tripping on the numbers or whatever it is, let me know in the comment section below, which should open up once the live is over. If you want the timestamps, you want to go back and look at the other decks or whatever, give me about an hour or so once we're done here, and I'll make sure to pin the comment section, pin the timestamps in the comment section below the video, and put them in the description box. I can assure you of that. Where is the frickin' thing? Guys, save 20% at Base Smokes. Get a free eighth. Scan the QR code or link in the description box below. 10% from all my earnings, by the way, guys, on any affiliates that I am affiliated with. I personally contribute to Stop Child Trafficking, as mentioned in this whole thing. Check out the Tarot Zone too, guys. That's the official Jonny Arkade headquarters. Tarot Zone, where you can get your own Jonny Arkade deck, and the 3D shadow boxes, the merch. And guys, there's new merch in the shop. I officially released the premium snapback cap, not to be confused with the other Turtle Power snapback that's in there. But yeah, if you want the one with the additional crown and all that good stuff, and then the throwback, you're going to want to get the premium. But yeah, it's now in the shop. Check it out. I appreciate it. You guys didn't even say anything about the hat, but whatever. Now you can get your and then what else? Oh yeah, 20% off at Otter Spirit, 30% off at Otter Spirit on orders over $99 or more using the codes ARC20, ARC30, and again, they give $1 from every bracelet sold to sea otters in those types of projects and foundations, and then I give my additional 10% to Stop Child Trafficking. And then one more would be the 80s tees. If you guys are digging the 80s tees, save 35% off at 80stees.com using discount code ARCTEES35. ARCTEES35. That's ARK tees. I know, I'm such a tease. 35. And there it is right there. Don't forget to use the code, though, because it won't apply it, and then you'll just get 25 or 30% or whatever. But check it out. That's where I do most of my shirt shopping, if you haven't noticed. Anyways, where is the poll, dude? Like, that's stupid. Where's the poll? All right. I guess what's confirming you're on the right path? Divine timing, my ass. Inner peace, confidence says 50%, says half of you. Thin poll tonight, despite the fact that I see so many views and concurrent viewers. Interesting. But it is what it is. Chat rate be at 0 right now, so I ain't really gonna complain about it. 33% says opportunities appearing. What's confirming you're on the right path? Opportunities appearing. Damn straight, 33. And again, the inner peace and confidence for 50% of you. Isn't it great? And now the challenge is maintaining that state of peace. And good luck with that. And I'm still waiting. I've been waiting for a girl like you. But still waiting to confirm you're on the right path? You're unsure? You're sure, unsure, sure, unsure. 90s joke. Um, and no one's seeing synchronicities or signs. That's not confirming you're on the right path. If you're unsure, I would tell you step 2 is not looking. Let them find you, but open your eyes, open your ears. We talked about Yeshua in tonight's reading a few times about how he healed the crippled walk. He helped the blind see. He helped the deaf hear. He helped people who didn't have these illnesses do things such as walk on water. Believe that they threw their net one more time and had a little faith. Not only would all their work that they did all weekend wasn't for nothing, just wasn't time yet. And you throw it on that side of the boat. I feel like some of y'all have so much gifts, abilities, powers, but it's like because you lack faith in something that you don't see, the magic doesn't happen. It's just an illusion. How do you think other psychics and stuff do it? And if you think that it's like, because if I can't determine what color hair you have right now, that I'm not psychic, I'm some charlatan. That's not how this works. Because if that's how this worked, every psychic on the fucking planet would just go buy a lottery ticket and you all would be on your own. Good luck with that whole thing. You need to work together. You got to trust me in order for this to resonate with you, and don't force fit it, because you'll just end up like if it's not for you and it doesn't make sense, but you want it to be for you, you're going to end up extremely disappointed when you coulda or shoulda woulda been doing this, but you were sitting on your hands because you thought this was a fortune cookie. Go look for the signs and the synchronicities. Okay. There is like a million in just this reading alone. That's not because I'm giving you anything, unless that is confirmation or clarity on what you are already building. Because again, evidence of what you were doing is working. I love you guys. 10:21 on the clock. What else, Spirit? I think we just about nailed it, but you know what time it is? Of course you do. Ancient Chinese secret. That was rad. Anything else, Spirit? No, I think you pretty much hit the nail on the head with that one. Open sesame. Learn Chinese. Egg roll rapper. He's an egg roll rapper. There's got to be a twist. He's an egg roll rapper. Has such a supple wrist. When he's making egg rolls, Pinball Wizard, the Who, Tommy, you won't get fooled again. Learn Chinese. Egg roll rapper. Chun Huan Pi. Chun Huan Pi. Chun Huan Pi. It's like Juan, like my name in Spanish. Chun Huan Pi or pie. There's that word again. Pie. Egg roll wrapper. John Pie. Does that mean I'm roll wrapper without the chun? With no eggs? Lucky numbers are 6, 43, 15, 18, 46, and 1. Or Juan. From the top. Those numbers are 6, 43, 15, 18, 46, and 1. Your determination will have you inspiring others. Your determination will have you inspiring. What did I say? What was it? Deck number 2, I specifically said that what you're doing is going to help others heal on their journey. But it's not because it's like the boohoo poor me club. Now I'm seeing in my mind's eye when homeboy was going to the testicular cancer group just because he was trying to connect with people. He didn't have testicular cancer, and then he met freaking what's her face, who is the queen in Through the Looking Glass and frickin' Alice in Wonderland. It's all connected. It's all one. And those should be enough synchronicities for you to understand, collective, that you're on the right path. You're in the rabbit hole. And Shauna J, welcome. Yeah, just in time for Fight Club. Now I want to watch Fight Club. That's another one I've read the book. I've watched the movie a million fucking times. I can recite it front and back. And I still find little nuggets of new stuff every time I watch it. I'm telling you guys. And that's a good story about like someone who obviously didn't have he integrated his shadow in an unhealthy way. He was straight up fucking borderline personality disorder, schizophrenic. Legit didn't know he was like living 2 different lives, organizing a cult, and everyone thought he was insane because he didn't know he was talking to himself most of the time. Your determination will have you inspiring others. And again, they didn't question him. What was it? Operation freaking, I forget what it's called. I've read it and seen it so many times you think I would know. Don't look at my cuticles. Look at even that cuticle. I bite my cuticles. Too cool for cuticle school. If you know what I'm saying. What do I look like? I shop at Ulta? Get the fuck out of here. I love you guys. And if you ain't heard it today, know that you are awesome. You got at least one dude out there who needs to do his cuticles, praying for you. And God bless you and your beautiful families. I'll see you all on the next one, collective. Let's see who tippy-toed. Let's see what the cat dragged in, shall we? I love you guys. Thank you for hanging out. Let's see. Where are we at? Oh, a whopping 4 chatters tonight. Arcadians wanting to get, intimate in the conversation. Shauna J, Goldilocks, Michelle Pagliacci, Jennifer Miller. If there ever hasn't been a lovely, wonderful bunch of gaggling geese of ladies, gaggling and googling at what we got over here, I would love it to be you. It's always a pleasure. Thank you for your participation. Give me about an hour, guys. I'll have those timestamps for you. Save 20% on big smokes. And I'll see you on the next one. Peace.